Moves podcast today. I am your host, Father Fern, and today I have Santiago Cabeza,
Hello, everybody. What's good?
Carlos Metzgen,
Was good.
and Swishy Hub,
Swishy-licious, Sigma, sup fuckers.
aka Yoshi, aka Yosh, aka Josue.
Yeah, bro, I got like 80 nicknames, dog.
I
Pinky.
give him
Squishiest Moss.
a lot of them.
Yeah,
I've given
bro.
to you. A lot of them I've given to you though.
Yeah, but I like the, what do you call it?
Pinky's a
my
good
favorite
one.
one is Pinky.
Pinky, Carlos
That's
came
the
up
one
with,
I-
like, it
that's-
was
bro,
supposed
like
to be
no
derogatory.
one. I mean, like if you see me at school, you know why my name is Pinky. I
You're
wear a fucking pink
Pinky.
sweatshirt. I'm
That's
like,
true. That's
El
true.
Pinky.
Dude, I just like Siggy.
yeah. I mean, that's
I
my
came
last
up with
name.
that one. I came up with that one.
Yeah, I've been called Siggy by multiple people though, so that's like I wouldn't say that's original, but you came up with that like for our friend group at least.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
it
for
just
sure.
stuck.
Like I mean, I remember. I don't know why, but you love the nicknames. You think
Siggy
like
Stardust. Yeah, I give everyone.
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? I
If
haven't.
you're a
I haven't
David
even heard
Bowie
that
fan
one.
out there, you're gonna know about that one.
That's
If
fucking hilarious.
If you're a fucking David Bowie
Some
fan
of the
out
shit
there.
that you say, I'm like, where the fuck does he come
Bro,
up with
to
this
be
shit?
honest,
Honestly,
Siggy Stardust
fucking
is
crazy.
David Bowie's personality. You know how he does like the multiple personality things.
No, like I don't know who that is.
Oh well, David Bowie, you know the rock star, the fucking he died a while back. Like he was.
If you just show me his music,
Yeah,
or something
you
like that, I'll
probably
know who he
recognize.
is.
He actually just got a Vans collab.
He was in Zoolander.
By the way, he just got a Vans collab. So like
The
model
pretty
guy.
big.
Oh, yeah, I think I know
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So like one of his like first characters when he started off was Siggy Stardust because he became famous for his like every album was a new
the actual
character.
thing was Siggy Stardust.
Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy
Oh,
Stardust.
so you call me Siggy Stardust?
Siggy
Oh,
Stardust.
okay.
See, it's
That's
still
so
just-
funny.
Yeah.
So you dropped the Z,
That's
put an
funny
S.
as fuck,
So
yeah.
it's Ziggy Stardust.
He just dropped the
Spiders
Z,
for
put an
more.
S. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no
know
shit.
it.
No shit. dude.
Anyway, first fucking topic of this podcast. Marvel, the Avengers,
Endgame, bro.
Endgame, bro.
The trailer dropped today. Another one.
Bro, another
I
trailer.
they dropped it. I haven't seen the other
Dude,
one. I haven't
it
seen the
came
one from
out,
today.
Like 3 hours ago.
I haven't
4
seen
Really?
the one.
Yep.
The first one, I was like,
The first one, I was like, bro, the fucking new suits, bro. Holy.
Bro, when I saw the
Hard.
new suits, I was like, bro, this is about to change everything,
Hard.
dog. I think today in the trailer, they said some shit where, like, Thanos took them all away, but now it's time to get them all back or some
Oh,
shit like that.
fuck.
yeah.
bro.
Apparently, there's like a chance that they all got fucked over or whatever, but now they
Yeah.
have a chance to like to be
his
brought
ass.
back or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking reason why I hate Marvel movies. They never kill anybody. They never
Bro,
fucking
because
kill
that's how
anyone.
the comics work, bro. You can't.
I
kill.
understand.
You
I
gotta watch Game
understand.
of Thrones.
I understand, bro. Look at Dark Knight. This is my problem with Marvel movies. Look at Dark Knight. Look at Logan.
Mhm.
Those are like some of the best,
Yeah.
some of those. So those are some of the best superhero movies of all time, and they didn't.
Logan
follow,
is a
they
Marvel
didn't
movie,
follow
though.
the
formula.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with
Logan,
that,
Logan's
though.
a Marvel movie, but it wouldn't. It
It's
doesn't
not-
feel like
it's- it's not-
Spider-Man:
it's-
Homecoming,
It's
like
not under
Avengers.
the MCU. It's a
You know what I'm
Fox
saying?
one, so it's a little more gritty.
I would say
yeah.
I would say Avenger stuff is more like alien stuff.
Oh yeah, no. Avengers is
Aliens,
bigger
outer
world.
space. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like your imagination
Yeah,
gone wild.
yeah.
and
Mhm.
When you look at like the Avengers, you realize like, damn, like they really they created a fucking universe. This
it's
is
a
dope as
fucking
shit.
universe, bro.
Mhm.
And I don't even like Marvel movies like
Yeah.
that. So I'm like, yeah, it's like I appreciate. I'm like that's dope as shit. Like whoever was it Stanley or whatever the fuck's.
Stanley, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Can we get?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
dude. Yeah,
something
rest
like
in peace,
Logan, dude. Something like Logan. It's like it touches. It's more relatable, right?
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like
it's like emotional and
That's
shit,
why
you know what I
you get
mean?
attached to it because it shows like superheroes can be human too, or
Yeah,
they are
dude.
human.
You know what I mean? And
You
then
know,
like,
and something like Avengers, it's a bit too far.
I
It's,
feel like-
it's far out in like such a badass way, but you can't relate to it.
I
the
feel like
same
a lot
way.
of people haven't seen Logan though. Logan's like
Yeah.
about
Dude,
Wolverine.
it's
It's like
super
it's like his.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what's Hugh Jackman is his name? I don't want to get it
Hugh
wrong.
Jackman.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's his last Wolverine movie,
Like,
and
as
dude,
that character.
as
that's
that
so sick.
character, and dude, it was like, I mean, that I don't want to ruin how it ends,
The-
but dude, the ending will fuck you up.
Yep,
The ending
yep.
will fuck you up if you
Dude.
walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
so good,
That
dude.
shit is insane. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, and they chose Johnny Cash too.
It really does.
And
like,
I didn't-
fuck you.
I
Like,
didn't
that bit really.
I didn't even give a shit about that movie. I got dragged to see it,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there halfway through this movie. I'm like, this might be one of the
Bro,
best
you went on
movies
that
I've
on
ever
your
seen.
fucking birthday. I
haven't-
remember.
Yeah, it
I
came
had
out.
to
It
go to
came out on my birthday.
I had to go to work, and we like all had like lunch for your birthday.
It came out on my birthday, and Jake's dad walks in my room. I'm just hanging out with Jake, and
Yeah.
Jake's dad's like, "Yo, let's go see Logan." It was like 11
Bro,
at night, and we're like,
fuck.
"All right, bet." So literally, he was like, "I'll pay. It's your birthday," and I was like, "All right, bet." So
Fuck.
I got a free
Hey.
movie. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
went and sat
Hey,
there,
hey, free movie.
and I didn't give a shit about the movie, but I was excited to go to the movies. I've been in the movies in a
Who
minute.
isn't excited?
And I'm
about
sitting there
Of
halfway through the
course.
movie, and bro, like when they were like in the hotel scene in Vegas or wherever they were,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that
I
shit
was
was
like, dude, I
insane.
was like, dude, this movie's so fucking good.
Dude, the intro too. Remember the intro?
Oh my god! Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The way
dude,
it started
oh
when the girl comes in
yeah.
and she first uses her powers, she's like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
dude.
Bro,
great.
it's just like this little 10-year-old girl. She comes in, she fucks up like all these like badass
Dude.
CIA agents and shit
Yeah.
looking for her. She's like some lab tested girl. She's got like the Wolverine claws. She doesn't even have a name.
Yeah.
She's like she just has her name is like a number and shit
Dude,
like
and
that.
the one with the gang, like when it opens up and it's just
Oh
the
yeah,
car.
oh yeah,
That
that's what you're
one
talking
too.
about. Yeah,
that one too.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
You know,
Okay.
you know what's crazy about the Wolverine movies, like the X-Men movies in general?
What?
That universe is over.
Yeah. Apparently,
That
they're
universe
not-
is completely wiped
Well-
out because Fox just bought Disney.
Well, here's
no,
the
I mean
thing.
Disney just bought Fox.
And here's the thing, they're gonna
Mhm.
like they're I think I've heard that they're gonna make more X-Men movies, but they're gonna be like prequels and back in time and shit like that.
No, what I heard is they're just gonna go with the new under the MCU banner. So there's gonna be
Yeah.
the Fox, so like their order, like technically their story is really done because like
Mhm.
all the X-Men are dead
Mhm.
and they're not coming back. Like Logan, they talked, fucking Professor Xavier killed all of them.
I mean, yeah,
He
I guess
killed
like
all
in the
of them.
universe they're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the universe they're all dead, and then like fucking Hugh Jackman and like Wolverine and fucking Professor Xavier.
But I mean, they could always do something like they did with Star Wars, where like the main characters are dead, but there's like
Mhm.
like those group of kids at the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, they could do something with those group of kids.
Oh,
They,
yeah,
they
yeah,
could make a
yeah,
whole
true.
new.
Oh, yeah,
three
yeah, but
movies.
here's the thing
You
though,
know what
like they already like said like the way the X-Men comics ends is the mutants die out. Like that's how it ends.
Yeah, I know, but you
Yeah.
know what? I mean, the way the Star Wars universe supposedly ended is like, I mean, Disney's literally making pulling shit out of their ass to
Yeah.
make these three movies.
Yeah.
And guess what? When you're making that much fucking money, you don't fuck the comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
bro,
true, dude.
fuck the comics.
No, but here's the thing about Marvel movies versus fucking Star Wars movies. Star Wars movies, they were movies first.
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel
Mhm.
movies, they were
Yeah,
comics.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally different. That's totally
That's
different. It's
why.
just- and that's why I like Star Wars movies because you're sitting there in the theater and you're like, fuck, are they gonna kill this guy? Because
Yeah,
like they don't have to. And then they fucking, you know what I mean? Then they kill the dude and you're like,
Mm.
fuck. Like we didn't know that was coming. You know what I mean?
Fucking-
Like,
It's
I-
it's
that's
kind
not
of
bad.
it's kind of like that with like the Marvels, but like with comics wise, like you read
You're
the
like-
comics
yeah,
first,
and
and,
then you're
then
like-
you
then
see
you're
it on screen, and you're like, whoa, like
Well, here's-
that was
Well,
dope.
here's the
we
thing,
know,
here's the thing, a
we all
lot of-
know how the fucking Avengers
a lot of-
end, but we want to
yeah.
see how it unfolds. Really.
Mhm.
But here's the
Yeah.
here's the thing. A lot of people like, I mean, they don't have to follow the comics. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you've seen like Harry Potter movies. They don't really follow the books. I mean, they end in the same way, but like the way that the battles shape out and all that doesn't
Dude,
really
yeah,
happen in
that-
the same
mhm.
way. No, all of it's different.
Dude,
It's
the
so
battle in the
different.
books, do you remember the battle in the books
What do you mean?
of Harry Potter? Dude, like
What
it's
about it?
compared to the movie, because in the movie it just looked like one kind of fight and they kind of ran through it. In the books, dude, there's so much shit going on and like they show all the scenarios, like and that,
Mhm.
like they show how like Ron's twin brother died. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
dude. Bro, if you don't know how
Bro,
Harry
if you-
Potter
I-
ends,
know,
right
I-
but
now.
then
I've
the-
never
yeah,
seen a
in the
single
movies
Harry
they don't
Potter
show that
movie.
shit.
I haven't seen
I-
a single Harry Potter movie.
Okay,
either.
look, bro. If you haven't seen Harry Potter, and you guys would probably like it.
If
You
y'all
guys are-
haven't
you
seen
guys
Harry
are
Potter,
actually
feel
read
like
it
I would.
first.
I feel
Read
like I
it
would.
first.
I feel like I would. No, I'm too
Hey,
old
dude,
to
Harry
read.
Potter is like one of my favorite
Sure.
series. It's my second favorite behind Star Wars.
Hmm.
It's so dope, like, dude, bro. Like J.K. Rowling. I mean, like J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling and George Lucas are two of the most creative. Like
Dude,
when they
yeah.
just created a universe,
Yeah,
and
dude.
Stan Lee. Those three right there, they created they just.
Dude,
they're
I'd
like,
have to-
They're fucking geniuses.
I'd have to add Tolkien to that. the
Well, I
Lord
mean,
of the
yeah,
Rings
Tolkien
guy.
for Lord of the
Even though
Rings.
that's older,
They're
but like
fucking
if
powerful.
I
No
had to rate my
one-
fandoms,
yeah.
I'd put Lord of the Rings number 1,
Really?
Harry Potter number 2, Star Wars number 3. Even
Well,
though
I
I
would have
think
to
I
do-
think Star Wars is more epic than Harry Potter.
Lord
I
of the
just
Rings.
like
Lord of the Rings, like Game of Thrones, like minus like a lot of like
the political,
yeah,
the political
It's
and
more
like human
yeah.
side. It's more of like a good versus evil.
It's like
instead of
sword
such
fighting
a
kings and thrones and shit
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
basically just a big
Lord of
ass
the Rings
battle
is
with
fly
like
as
characters in the middle.
Oh yeah, the Battle of Five Armies, The Hobbit. That was
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
that was
fucking
one of the
dope.
best movies
That
of our
was dope.
generation,
Yeah.
and it's really underrated. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But I bet you a lot of people
It's
don't even know.
really good.
See, me and you couldn't even talk about Lord of the Rings because no
I've-
one fucks
here's-
Lord of the
here's-
Rings. I
here's-
feel like no one
it's-
cares.
I've actually seen all the Hobbit
I've seen-
movies. I've seen all the Hobbit.
The
movies.
Hobbit movies are good.
I've
I
seen a
haven't seen
couple Hobbit
any.
movies.
I haven't
no,
seen
you
any
gotta
of the
watch. You gotta
original.
watch the extended version of every movie, starting with Lord of the Rings first, and then watch the. Or you can actually
Yeah.
do either one.
Well, no,
How much
but-
more
No,
they
no.
extended?
In my opinion, when they release prequels for movies, you have to start with the movies. You have to do it in the time that they got released. You have to do it in release time because then
Yeah.
you get the same like I don't know how to
Because
explain it.
they released
It's
Lord of
like,
the
damn,
Rings
that's
for
how
a
they got
reason.
there. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
Because if you already know like the huge story point that is Lord of the Rings, and then you watch The Hobbit, it's like simpler.
Yeah, so the Lord of
Right?
the Rings I feel like a lot of people are like lost for the Lord of the Rings. They released 3 movies that were like a basic storyline. They were books.
Also, all won awards. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Like
they
Return
were
of the
fucking
King, and fun
crazy.
fact, Return of the King had the most on-screen deaths
really.
in a movie.
Wow. I
On
mean,
screen
they
deaths.
were Return of the King came out in like 2000 something, right?
Dude, like
fucking
2000
or yeah,
before
they're
2000.
old
movies are
movies.
old.
They're like 90s movies,
Lord,
dog.
Lord of the Fellowship of the Ring was like, I believe, 2000 or like 2001.
It was
We're
like 2001
getting
or something like that. I
fucking
remember.
yeah,
I remember.
it was really early 2000.
Yeah, dude. I was like, Jesus. I mean, they're like,
We
they're
were-
like early
we were-
2000s.
We were
man,
barely
yeah.
thinking. We were like 1 or 2. Bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So then they dropped like 3 movies like that, and then they waited what 10 years maybe.
Dude, yeah,
And then
something like that.
And then they dropped The Hobbit, which is it's one giant book, but they just, I mean, for money reasons, they split it up into 3.
Yeah,
But here's
They
the thing.
made it
I
really
like
detailed and
how
split it
they
up
did
in-
that.
Yeah.
I like
they were
it.
really
Well,
good.
they added a lot of shit like that. I don't want to get too much into Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings because no one really knows.
yeah,
but they
yeah.
added that. I forget what they're called. The orcs or whatever. Is that what they're called?
yeah,
Yeah. That guy who had the like.
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing, he was in the book. They added that.
yeah,
Yeah, he
that's
was in the
true.
book. They added him. All right, but what I was gonna say is fuck. I actually don't know what I was gonna say.
We're gonna
completely
talk
fucking
about
forgot.
Marvel movie, or are we gonna keep going with another? Topic?
I was gonna say something about I think I was gonna say something. Oh, Star Wars movies. Like in my opinion, you have to watch them and you have to watch 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
And how
1,
they
2,
came out,
3. Yeah, and then you
Yeah, it
watch,
really-
and then you
it
watch
does-
7, 8, and then 9.
It really
That's how I
does
do
help it though, because here's why. Like, also the original Star Wars movies are like they're old now. They're
Oh,
really-
dude,
Yeah,
they're
the first
they're
one was made in,
old.
like,
They're
Yeah,
old.
they're getting to the point where they don't even keep up anymore. They don't even hold up
Here's-
anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
dude,
the first one, I think the first one was made in like 1972.
Something
that's
like
when
that.
it was
Yeah.
like,
Like
first
it was in the
something like-
70s show. Remember
Here's the
that
thing.
70s
Here's
show?
the thing.
they
I
had
love
more
it. I
upset
love
about
getting into this debate because, like, I'm about to nerd out right now, and y'all are like gonna be like, dude, shut up. But the reason, like, Star Wars paved the way for special effects.
Yeah.
They were the first
Yeah.
people to ever have special effects like that in a movie, and I know that because I did a whole bunch of research on it. Because like, you know what I mean?
Dude, because it looks
Animation
like it would
shit.
be an 80s movie.
It does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "Fuck, we can we don't have to just film like Wild West movies. We can film these
Yeah.
space shits." You know what I mean? And everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, all right." So then they, you know what I mean, Star Trek and shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, was Star Trek first or?
Actually, dude,
I
I
have
just
no
know
fucking
Star
idea.
Trek's old.
Yeah, Star Trek's old. But I mean, like Star Wars paved the way for like special effects. They created like, bro, it's so weird. Like George Lucas like created Pixar or some stupid shit like that.
Oh.
I was reading about this. I don't know if anyone.
They create. I thought I
Bro,
Lucasfilm.
No, bro, it's like it's weird. It's like he like had like Pixar under his wing or something like that, and he was gonna use it for Star Wars. He created ILM, which is they make the special effects for you know, I'm not gonna talk about the Pixar thing because I could be totally wrong. I read one article about that, and it could have been some random dude. But apparently he created. But what I read, I'm gonna tell you what I read,
I'm
and
dead
this
as fuck.
could be 100% wrong. But what I read is that he
Call him
created.
out on Instagram if you.
Yeah, bro, call me out on if I'm like completely wrong. But he created Pixar apparently, and they were supposed to do Star Wars shit, and they didn't. Then they did stuff for like, then they did like 3D animations for like hospital stuffs, and then I guess they just decided to make kids movies out of nowhere. Like I guess they jumped from, and then obviously they fucking made it.
Yeah,
that's
they,
super
the
interesting.
first. What do you think the first Pixar kids movie was?
I have no Nemo maybe or Polar Express wasn't.
I remember
wasn't
being.
Pixar.
I remember
Monsters
being
Inc.
at something
uh,
like
Monsters
completely
Inc. I
unexpected.
think Nemo came out. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I think it was something completely unexpected. 'Cause I
Really?
read that was like a trivia.
Dude,
question
I mean,
somewhere.
okay, like as an animator, when I look at Nemo, you don't understand the amount of like I
Dude,
cannot
it was Toy
believe.
Story.
Was it Toy Story?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
Yeah.
I cannot
yeah,
believe-
Toy Story 1999.
Yep.
That's when it came out.
Damn, 1999.
Mm-hmm.
That movie looks like it came out 3 years ago.
Dude, honestly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It feels like it.
3
Wow.
years. Now we're in Toy
You
Story
know what
4.
movie like
2019.
aged like fucking wine though?
And you know what's crazy? It's like they those movies take years to make.
Yeah.
So they didn't.
Yeah,
they started
so that shit
movie.
started in like the 80s.
Like-
that shit probably started in like
Nah,
the
they
90s.
probably started in 95. So they actually started
95.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
95.
My
it says.
I think the one
Yeah,
that
see,
held up
bro,
the
I know my
best.
shit. I
Yeah,
know my
he
shit.
does
I know
know.
my shit.
The two I think that held up the best are Wally, like visually wise, right? The two
Yeah.
I think that held up the best are Wally and The Incredibles, the original Incredibles. Those two hold up the best.
Let me
Yeah, the
let
first
me
Incredibles
tell
was
you
pretty good.
the new movie that Disney just or Pixar came out with like 2 or 3 years ago is what's it called, Moana.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, that shit was a
I
hit.
never seen it, but
Me
when you
neither.
want to talk about visuals and Coco, when you want to talk
Coco's
about
Coco was phenomenal.
when you want to talk about visuals, I've only seen
Star
I've only
player.
seen like 38 minutes of Coco, but when
Really?
you talk about visuals, I literally contacted the dude who was the supervisor director of Moana, and I talked to him on Instagram,
Mhm.
and like me and him had like an hour
What?
conversation. Yeah, because I was talking to him about like tips and stuff on like animation and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and dude, I was just like, and I followed his Instagram and stuff, and he was showing me all this shit. Like, I
Jesus.
mean, like he was like he posts a lot of stuff about like he didn't show me, he posts stuff like on his page about like how they made the water, and bro, the water shit, like oh my god, like the amount of stuff that they, I mean, look at like pull up a Moana scene when you have like next time you
Yeah.
see Moana, pay attention to how the water looks. It looks better than real water. I'm like fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like fuck.
That's crazy how human beings like got the ability to like.
Yeah, we have the
Right,
ability to
right.
make water look better than water.
I
That's
remember
just
when,
crazy.
I
You know
remember
what I'm saying, bro?
Imagine
Like,
VR
That's
when
crazy,
water
man.
looks better than
Oh my
actual
God,
water,
dude.
and then you're like, I
That
don't want to
shit's
go
fucking
back to
crazy.
real life, and then you just like
he's
escape.
like, what the fuck is
and
this? This is
every-
real water.
and
No, it's some
humanity
peasant
dies.
shit.
Crazy, bro.
It's peasant shit. Real water. Fucking out of here. You know what I mean? I want
That-
my
I
fake
think,
water.
I think that works for like all art forms though. Like all art forms now, like now we got to the point where our technology can do like so much stuff, bro. Like that.
like
shit
there
is
used to
true.
be black and white movies,
bro. Like
and now there's movies
remember-
and
that
that
are
wasn't
like
even
4K.
that long ago.
Remember
Yeah.
when Wizard
That's
of
what's
Oz
crazy.
came out with the first very like and okay, here's the thing. Like Wizard of Oz came out with the first like they were the first colored movie or something like
Yes,
that, right?
yeah, that shit was
I
crazy.
think they were the first colored movie, and then you look at Avengers Infinity War, and they that was like the best special effects I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
In my
like,
opinion.
Mhm.
And that like just like dude, like if you put those movies side by side, look how far we've come, bro.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even been 100
It
years yet.
hasn't
Bro,
even-
like
It's not been 100
that's-
years
that's
yet.
And this
fucking
and the amount of years
incredible,
on
bro.
that there's been, like
We're like-
it's
we're like-
2,000 years.
We're like at this point in time.
I feel like
in
we're
our,
evolving so
we're
fast.
evolving. We're like evolving at a hyper rate right now.
y'all
bro.
remember that scene in
Yeah.
Infinity War where Tony Stark presses his heart and then his whole nano suit, Iron Man suit
Facts,
comes out?
bro.
Bro, like they're doing nanotechnology.
Do you know what? Do you know
real
what?
life
Do you know what I
right now.
saw on Twitter? It was about like 2 or 3 years ago. I saw Twitter. It was like we have it's like 1,400 people as rich as Bruce Wayne, and no one has decided to be Batman yet.
No one, because no one needs to be.
If you had that money, you tell me you wouldn't go out
But
at night
this
and
is the
fuck
thing, though.
people
Most
up.
of those
You know what I
guys,
mean? Like,
most of those guys aren't
Dude.
like in shape to be doing that, bro. Let's just like be honest. Most of
dude,
those
I don't
guys-
give a.
they also need the past.
They
dude.
could be.
That
They could be
past
Tony Stark. Why can't they be Tony Stark?
Everyone wants to be Tony Stark. I feel like.
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want to be Tony Stark? Who wouldn't want to like?
But we
who
have
wouldn't
our
wanna
own
be a famous
Tony Stark
superhero?
now, bro. Like
Playboy
dead ass, bro. Like
billionaire
think about it, Carlos. Or what's our favorite thing between me and you, bro?
movies.
Cars, bro.
Oh yeah.
Cars is our
Cars.
favorite thing between us.
Me and Nano can have a
Conversation
Fucking
about
hours
cars, bro.
of
We'll
conversation
literally talk
about
about cars forever, bro. That's our shit.
Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk slick is like a.
Here's the
is-
thing,
is
though.
like,
Our cars, that technology is old as fucking ass, bro. That shit came out in the 1800s, bro.
yeah.
And we're still using this old ass shit, steam power. We're still using that old ass shit. But we've hit a bit right now, bro. We got electric cars.
Yeah.
We got electric cars that
powered,
drive
solar-
themselves.
That shit got me fucked up, bro.
Like,
That shit.
we got-
We got cars switching lanes, braking
Yeah.
for you, like accelerating for you, fucking steering the wheel for
Bro,
you.
but like,
I don't even know how that
what the
works.
fuck is next?
I don't
bro?
even
What
know
are
how
we
the
Yeah,
gonna
but there
do?
used to be
It's not even
there used to-
2020 yet.
There used to be cars with no computers, no computer at
No
all. It was
computers,
just a
and those
motor,
are some of our
transmission,
favorite
and
cars. Those
ignition.
are some
That
of our
was
favorite cars.
Probably one of my favorite cars. And then the newest car right now, like in 2019 Tesla right now, that shit can drive itself. That shit can leave you in front of the mall and go park itself.
And then here's the thing. Here's the thing that y'all told me. It's like not only do they have like technology, that's really impressive, and then but y'all were saying like they don't flip over or
Yeah,
something like that. Like they
it's so-
don't
it's
flip
so
over.
So advanced technology that if you were to get T-boned as hard as you can, the car you're not the
Yeah,
car's not going
Tesla
on its
Model
roof.
X, bro.
It's like it'll come off of all fours, but it'll like always come down.
It'll always
It'll
it'll
always-
always land on
it's like
all
a
fours,
fucking
and it
cat.
would
Like,
never
so it's
flip.
like a cat.
it'll
Always like a
it'll
cat.
come off like it'll like go on two wheels.
Like,
but
dude,
it
it's like
always
the
comes down.
vans,
like,
but
like,
of cars.
this is the
Yeah.
car, right? This is the car. It will like literally do that. Boom. That shit's insane.
That's insane.
That's fucking
I don't
insane.
understand that.
I don't understand. Like, and this is another thing for cars, especially. Let's say,
Are the
like,
wheels made of like titanium? Like how the fuck does that even
yeah,
work?
no, like back in
Adamantium.
like the 80s, bro, they didn't have power seats, all this other shit in cars, bro. Cars have advanced so much in like 30 years, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just want to talk about technology in general, like back to the movie thing. Like you look, we have suits that you put on people that are motion,
Facts.
that are like
Yeah.
motion capture. You can go make a
Dude,
fucking.
wasn't Avatar?
Avatar
like,
was
they
all
started, one
motion.
of the first ones where they were started using that.
It
Right?
was-
it was
yeah,
definitely
like,
one of
he
the
had to
first
wait
ones.
because there was
that
like the
I had to
story.
do it.
And
Yeah, I had to
even
do
now,
research.
though,
like 10
even,
years.
you know what's
I-
crazy about that mocap? That shit they're using isn't really used as much as it used to be. It's used like
Yeah.
when they're doing like the special effects where like, oh, they're like in the suit. They don't have the people in the suit now. Like half, it's like when Tony Stark's in the suit, you know.
Well, here's the thing.
They
With,
just-
with
they
motion
have it on his
capture, with motion
face.
capture, you're actually. I don't know if you might know something I don't, but I know that motion capture is way easier than keyframe animation. Which keyframe animation is where you just have the model on your computer and you animate it all yourself. Motion capture is where you have the model and you have the dude, and the dude goes out there and he goes like this, and the guy goes like this on the computer. So all you have to do is get the guy to choreograph the fight, and it's just like acting, and then you just throw it. Turn your phone on silent, real quick. But like you have the dude actually do the fight, and then it's way easier than like sitting there and making sure because if you do keyframe animation, which is where you like, okay, I'm gonna move his arm here, and then I'm gonna do like that, you know what I mean, like that. Like it's gonna look better motion capture because it's an actual person, so it's gonna look more human and less robotic. If you use motion capture, so motion capture is like people want to use it more. So like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like they only use keyframe animation now. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. But they only use it like when they have like spaceships flying in, because what the fuck you want to have a dude with his arm? You know what I mean? Like you have to do that yourself. But that's easy. You know what I mean? You can make a plane look like a plane. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? But but when they do people, they try to do just to save time and like
it's like in Star Wars where they just can go really quick. Like they just hurry up and move the plane as fast as they can. They just make a plane and move it as fast as they can.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, what was the thing with the lightsabers? Because I remember watching a video on how they explained how they made the lightsabers look in the fight. Like
So the way
what did they use anyway?
The way that they use. Okay, so do y'all know the lightsaber that I have in my house?
Yeah,
it's
like
how glass.
I know they have like one like that's like
so
literally like a full, but it's clear.
It's gonna be hard to explain without like showing, like actually showing. But like, okay, I'm gonna try to do it. So they have like actual, like, you know what I mean, like the real life, like I don't know if people have ever seen like the $200 lightsabers they sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like y'all know I have one because I'm a fucking Star Wars nerd. So I have one in my room. Like no shame in that. No shame in that either. So they use one of those, but it was more for like you could like hit it as hard as you want and everything like that, and it wouldn't like shatter and break. Mine's more like for show, but they have one for like actually using fighting combat. Yeah. And then they go back and like they go back in their video software and they create and they go like over the blade and they create like a glowing thing and they go literally, I shit you not, they go frame by frame. And I don't know if they record in 60 frames or if they record in 120 frames. I mean, someone gets paid $150,000 a year to go and sit there, go frame by frame. So you best better believe it's gonna be fucking perfect. They go frame by frame in every single lightsaber fight.
Do you remember watching
like
there was a like an actual tournament and there was like a Sith and a good guy and they were fighting and it was an actual, like there was an award for this.
Really?
It's on YouTube,
Are
bro.
you fucking
and it's literally, it was one of the craziest things I've seen because it looked so real.
I was about to say, well, here's the thing. Like if it's choreography, that's different. But if it's like actually people fighting, then I'm actually disappointed because like, dude, like come on.
I think I think it's choreography.
It's like, I mean, dude, I'm a fucking nerd. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not shitting on people for being a nerd. Go ahead, be a nerd. But dog, if you're out there actually like trying to be a Jedi, there's something fucking wrong with you, dog. You know what I mean? Like, dog, the Force isn't real. I joke about it a lot in class. Yeah. When the teacher's like, go get a calculator.
You never joke about that shit with us, though.
You know what I mean?
Never do.
Because I never have the opportunity. I'm always having a good time when I'm with y'all. When I'm at school and I'm bored as shit, and you know what I mean? And
that's when you start doing random shit.
Yeah, I start, you know what I mean? I start making random noises in class.
We're
and
like
shit.
around each other, it's always a fucking adventure.
Yeah, when we're around each other, we're like, you know what I mean? Like, what, dude? We created a fucking podcast, bro. You know what I mean?
We fucked around and we're just
we got bored. We're like, I mean, the conversations that we were having, I was like, dude, I was like, we should film this. You know what I mean?
Fucking good.
We used to always say that as a joke, but I mean, but the way that the podcast came was it was me and Jake's idea, and we were just like, we should make a podcast. Yeah. And then Nando hopped on it, and Nando was like, yo, dude, like I know interface and shit, I know music and stuff like that. He was like, I got this.
Got you with the sound.
And yeah, Nando just pulled up, and he was like, I know how to do audio. He didn't. I mean, so we didn't have to learn anything. So Nando just came up, and then we just kind of pitched him money.
Yeah,
like all of us
was like, we
collectively.
need this.
And Nando was like, Nando was like, we need this, this, and it's pretty simple with the chords and everything like that. But like the way that's ran in there, I don't understand any of that. Yeah, and I know a lot of softwares. I know how to use a lot of softwares, and that shit, I'm like, that's all you.
No, this is just like. This like, you know, when we get our tones, like our guitar tones, like we're always like dialing in pedals and shit. You pick it up from that.
I feel like a lot of people. I want to like get this like through people's heads. I feel like a lot of people who like don't know anything about us or like don't really talk to me at all. Yeah. Because I'm the one who goes to school and like talks about the podcast. If you don't talk to me and you see like the podcast thing on Instagram, this was not like a 1 week thing where we just were like, let's create a podcast and we just blew a bunch of money. We've been thinking about this for like 6 months.
For like a while. And before I even lived here.
Yeah, before you even lived here. And my thing was like, I'm not gonna go around telling people that I'm creating a podcast and then we don't actually have one. So I was like, you know, I'm just like, I really didn't think about it that much. And then you texted me, you're like, dude, we got an interface and a mic, let's go. And we recorded maybe 10 episodes on one mic in the middle of the table sounding like shit.
And we were screaming.
And that was like, and that was like 4 days ago. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was like 4 days ago. Yeah. And then we were like, and then we went to Guitar Center and the dude was like, dude, dynamic mics, get them. We're like, all right, bet. We took some tips. 10 like a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah, but
went home.
I knew about it. But I was just like, this is expensive.
Yeah, he knew, but you know, Carl was because it was at first it was only going to be me and him putting in money because Jake was going to wait till he gets a car. I was like, I could put it like, you know what I mean, maybe you know, $50 to $100.
Yeah, because I put in like the interface.
Yeah, dude, you put in like $300 in the shit. You know what I mean? Like you fucking wanted it, and then Carlos was like, bro, let's go. I'll buy some shit. Jose was like, bro, I'll buy a mic stand. So it all just kind of came together. Everyone was just like, all right, fuck it.
For me, this was like a dual purpose.
So you know what I mean? So for you, this is for your music too. So we just all kind of were like, you know what? We're just gonna fuck it, we're gonna spend money on it. And then when everyone's spending money on it, everyone put in the time, it didn't seem like we spent that much. Well, I mean, you spent a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna take that away from you.
I did spend hella. Like,
but you were already spending that for the music.
Yeah,
anyways.
like me and Santi bought this shit.
You're
like,
investing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were like, first you bought that for music, and then you were like, bro, podcast
as well.
We can use this for the podcast. Like, this is dope.
Like that ass. Like this thing's
now it's,
portable
like,
too. Like I can bring
multipurpose.
this fucking everywhere. Like
Yeah, dude. Like we were literally talking before this started. We were like, we could do episode 2 at Santi's because you're gonna go to Santi's house.
yeah, we can go to Santi's house.
And I was like,
if you're
dude,
down,
like, I
Santi.
mean, if we're all free after this, we could literally go to Santi's and record another one. All right, but anyway, so back to the. But I want to talk about technology because that's one of my favorite things to talk about.
Dude, make
like,
a whole different episode for that. Just that.
So what?
Make a whole nother episode.
We could literally do a whole
same thing
episode
with
on
cars,
technology.
dude. So you can you can just
Cars,
bottle it
bro.
up and release that.
If y'all did cars, if y'all talked about cars, I probably wouldn't be on it because I want to leave room for like people that know cars.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I
we
mean?
should have like little specialty podcasts. Like this is the car special. So it'd be me, Leo, and Jose just talk about cars, bro.
Straight cars.
And I feel like
Bro,
something cheesy.
we are some fucking gearheads, bro. I know like
that would be
ins and
dope.
outs
That would be
about-
dope. But
Ask
people,
Santi, bro. Santi was like, bro, how do you know so much about cars, bro? How do you know like every car, bro?
Dude, that we were
Yeah,
driving in my
yeah.
neighborhood and he named every single
Bro, I know
car in sight
every
from the entrance to the
make and
neighborhood to my
model,
house.
bro, engine
We were
displacement,
driving
everything,
somewhere.
bro.
We were driving somewhere yesterday, and there was like some like Mercedes from like the 70s, and he literally named like the make, the model.
Yeah,
and,
I was
the
like, oh,
engine
yeah,
in it.
crazy.
I was like, how the fuck do you know that?
Bro,
Like, I didn't say it out
SL,
loud.
bro. It's the SL.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what it was. And I was like, in my head, I was like, how the fuck does he know that?
Bro, how do you
When
not-
we passed that Ferrari, the first thing he said was 458, and I'm like, I was like, oh shit, look, and he was like,
Like
458.
58? You know,
I'm
it's
like,
like,
It's crazy, dude. It's the same with guitars and gear and guitar.
I just
gear,
love
music
gear.
gear. He just
Bro.
knows
Gear
the
is
gear.
my shit, bro. Like gear, like for me, guitar playing is the gear and my rhythm and making a fucking like space out of
see,
it.
like you like to invest yourself in a lot of shit. You like to know a lot of shit. I like to know a lot of shit, but I'm a nerd. Like a lot of the stuff that I know, I feel
You
like
obsess
Yeah, like,
over
I
it
like
to
to- I
the
can't,
maximum
you know
where
what I
you don't
mean?
even need that information.
Yeah, but I
anymore.
mean, some of the stuff that I know, like I know how to solve a
I know-
Rubik's
I know a
cube
lot
in
of
under 30
practical stuff,
seconds.
like-
Like I can
Yeah.
consistently solve a Rubik's cube in under 30 seconds.
Like Ziggy, Ziggy
What am I
I
gonna?
do remember
what-
you doing that.
What
was
am,
crazy.
what am I gonna use that for in life? You know what I mean? I invest myself in shit that I'm not gonna be able to use in
Yeah.
life. I remember there was one point when I was like transitioning into like from a minute to 30 seconds. There was a special system or like I can't think of the fucking word. Like I had to switch the method.
Algorithm?
The method. I had to switch my method.
Wait, don't you call them algorithms? Is
Well, I
that-
mean, yeah, there's algorithms to like move certain pieces around,
Okay,
but
okay.
like I had to switch the entire method. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
the way that I
Damn.
solved the cube, I had to switch it, and bro, like I had to sit there and study that shit for a month straight.
Do you-
For what? Just because I wanted
This
to.
man,
You know what I
this
mean?
man had a scat
It's an
interview.
inner fight.
They asked him what was like his like best things he can do. He's like, I can solve a Rubik's
He's
cube
like,
under
he's
30
like, he's like, is that a Rubik's cube on your desk? Toss it here. Watch this. You know what I mean?
No,
That'd
dude,
be
Bro, that's
dope. That'd be
power.
dope.
That's a
Sick.
power.
That'd be
right
That's a
there.
power move.
'Cause
Like,
if you
let me-
actually
let me
did
show you a
that-
few things.
You'd own that bitch, bro.
Yeah, but and you know what's weird is like and I only learned how to solve it in like 30 minutes. Like I'm not even trying to flex. I had one in my room and I was fucking with it one day and I fucked with it for like maybe like 10 minutes. And I'd always fucked around with him because I always had him and my grandfather knew how to solve him and I watched him solve them all the time as a little kid. And I never really gave a shit enough to ask him to teach me. And I was grounded and I was just fucking with him one day. So my mom took me my phone, computer, like going outside and shit. I was in like 8th grade. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just YouTube this shit. And I'm like, I got free time today. And I figured it out in like 30 minutes. No bullshit.
Oh my
and like
God.
like 45 minutes later, I could solve it without the video. I don't know. It's some people just like
Yeah,
some people.
click,
It
bro.
just
if you really
it just
put your mind
clicks.
to something that you really want to do, then you're gonna
Yeah.
get
That's the
done.
thing people don't understand. Be like, oh, I don't have talent.
Dude,
you think
oh my God,
you know what I
if we
mean?
want to talk about bro, literally.
Yeah,
that's
talk
me-
about your guitar shit.
Dude,
Talk about your guitar
All
shit.
right,
This
literally,
kid,
I knew
yeah.
almost nothing about music, bro. I had no music in my background all my fucking life. And
Wait,
all
Santi, before you continue though, like you're a fucking miracle.
Yeah,
like,
Santi is
music.
really good on the guitar.
You're a
bro. Like, I'm not
fucking,
even
like,
he's our
nature-
friend,
like,
so like
you're-
it's gonna sound really biased if we gas him, but he's actually really, really good on the guitar, and
Like,
he's
he's
been
the
playing
reason I play so much.
he's been
now.
playing the least amount of time out of all your friends, right?
pretty much, yeah.
And he's the best out of all his
Christian's
friends.
playing a little.
This man
I-
is like,
and he's really humble about it,
Christian's
too.
really
Yeah.
good too.
Christian's
Well,
like
yeah,
a
yeah. I heard
parallel-
Christian's like
Yeah.
catching up to you or some shit. But like,
Dude,
here's
yeah,
the thing,
he's good.
and you're really humble about it too. You're not like I'm the fucking best. Like you're like you guys like stop. You know what I mean? You guys stop
Yeah,
gassing.
stop.
You know what I mean? Like,
Stop.
we're like nah, Santi. You're like literally the fucking greatest I've ever
Thank
seen.
you.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, yeah.
It's
And,
dope.
dude, the story of how I good guitar is pretty funny, and I actually used it for my college essay, and they didn't even require the essay, but I still did it because it's a funny story. But yeah, basically, only thing I knew about music and then like rock and guitar and shit and all that was when I was a kid and we got a Wii. I had Guitar Hero 3,
Guitar
Legends
Hero
of
is
Rock.
the-
Oh,
Bro,
Guitar
the
Hero
one
is
with
underrated
the one
game.
with Through the Fire and the
I
Flames,
played
the
Rock
one
Band,
with
bro.
Paint It Black.
Yes, dude.
That was
that-
Guitar
that-
Hero 3.
Coheed and
That
yeah,
that
yeah.
that
Which one?
guitar Hero made me want to. I tried to play guitar, but I started playing it, and I don't know. I think I just like. I think I just started fucking around with it, and I was younger, and you know how you are when you're younger. You want to do something for like 20 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I went out and bought a guitar. I did it for like 2 weeks, and then I don't know what happened. I think the dude who was teaching me just kind of gave up, and I was just like.
But the soundtrack for that Guitar Hero is the best one ever.
It makes you get into rock music.
It does.
Like,
literally,
I know like the main rock music I know is because of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
That's literally
and rock
the
band.
reason.
Dude,
the way that I got into like metal and stuff like that, because a lot of people don't know. I listen to a little bit of heavy metal.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's
dude,
like
Josh
screamo shit.
he looks fucking
Ice
Slipknot,
Kills,
dude. He
Bro,
does.
you know what?
Yeah, dude. I listen to some of that like heavy screamo shit, and I'm probably getting toasted in the comments right now. I don't give a fuck, bro. Some of that shit. If you, it's not for everyone. It's definitely not for
Motionless and
everyone.
White.
But the reason,
Motionless and White. He's such a pussy. Doesn't want to
the reason, bro. Yeah, no. Okay,
Such
so
a
I like
fucking
this
pussy.
really heavy metal band, Motionless and White. They are scary. Like they wear like masks on stage and shit. And Nando's like, dude, you gotta see them live
Bro, you
because
gotta
apparently
get
they're
in the pit,
live.
bro.
Yes, dude.
And, like,
they were at Warped.
We were at Warped. And we
Yeah,
both
apparently
got-
they're mosh pits. Like
Bro,
Nando was like, I got punched in the face 3
Warped
times. Like,
2
why would
years
you want
running,
that?
2 years running. No,
I-
fucking.
but anyway, but the way that I got into that is because of Guitar Hero. Like it was I was singing one of the
Before I
songs.
Forget.
Yeah,
Before I
by
Forget was
Slipknot.
on s-
By
yeah.
Slipknot. I was singing that. And Jake was like, you know, it's a Slipknot song because Jake was like, you gotta listen to Slipknot. You gotta listen to Slipknot. I was like, dude, I don't like.
That's
I was,
how you
I was,
found
I was like, I was like, I don't like rock, dude. Stop trying to put me on. I was like, please leave me alone. Like I don't like. And he was like, dude, all right, I'll leave you alone. And I was singing Before I Forget like 2 days later, and he was like, dude, I'm telling you, listen to Slipknot for 10 minutes. And I was like, fine, just fucking put it on. And I was like. Oh shit! I like all this stuff. I was like, "Fuck, dude!"
That's the thing.
I was like, "Shit."
Rock is like very like it's like on a line. You know?
Yeah.
It's like
Here's
this is what rock. No, dude, rock has so many branches.
Yeah,
here's
there's
the-
a lot. Of
Like
shit.
I love the heavy. Like I love myself occasionally some Cannibal Corpse, some Dying Fetus, right? But I also love like Boy Pablo, like Dance Baby shit,
all
like
the fucking
indie
like
pop,
the indie shit.
dude. Like even all that shit I like, but it's still technically rock.
Santi, you know what I just realized right the fuck now.
Dude, what?
Okay, you know how Guitar Hero and Rock Band are different, right? If for those that don't know, Rock Band's like the Fender.
By the
like
way, Guitar Hero wins, by the way. I'm biased, but yeah.
I'm biased too.
we're not getting into that debate.
We're not gonna get in that debate.
Not
Here's,
yet, not
this
yet.
is something different. This is something different
Alright, go
entirely. You know how me and Santi's guitar playing is different, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got into guitar because of Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Band had my type of guitar. The guitar I have right now.
The Android of like the guitar
Bro,
games.
fuck you.
Yeah.
No, because they were Team Fender and Gibson is Team Guitar Hero.
Yes.
And now
Because- yes.
you play a Gibson in real life and I play a Fender
Yup.
in real life. The guitars from Guitar
Just the
Hero.
guitar that comes with
the
you that
guitar
you're
that
playing.
That's like
get-
shaped like a.
Yeah.
It's like a Gibson, and the one for Rock Band is
It's shaped like a Fender.
See, I feel
And-
like
and here's the other thing.
The only reason I know that is because y'all take me to Guitar Center like at
Oh,
least
yeah.
once a week.
And here's
That's the
another
only
thing.
reason I know what any of those.
Here-
What the fuck did you guys talking
Guitar
about?
Hero is more hard rock and metal oriented. Like
Yeah.
the
It is, bro,
Yeah.
because
And
it's
get-
more
and-
about the guitar.
and
The Rock
Rock
Band, it's the
Band-
group experience.
Rock Band is like indie shit. It's like
Yeah.
sing along
Yeah.
feel shit.
Yeah,
It really
I know.
is.
They had fucking dude.
They have,
what the
like,
fuck,
Modest-
REM. They had a fuck ton of REM.
They had REM, Modest
Yeah.
Mouse, Silver Sun
Dude,
Pickups, all these
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
indie bands.
Oh, yeah.
Get back to what you were saying, like how you started in guitar
Oh yeah,
and
so
shit like that.
basically, when I was young and the Wii came out, it was like 2000 whatever, 7, 8, whatever, I forgot.
That game
But
is
yeah,
so
that's
good.
what I played, right? Guitar Hero, and I loved it. And the only thing I knew about rock was literally what was in Guitar Hero, and like I
Yeah,
like Linkin
same,
Park,
same,
like
yeah.
and all that. But I just didn't listen to any music. Like actually, in my own time, I did not branch out to music, right? Because I just wanted to follow the trends, and all I listened to was like fucking Meek Mill, Drake, Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I still love that shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't really into music like on a dead ass level. Then I think I was 15, 16, and we went on a spring break to a cruise ship, and in the arcade they had Guitar Hero. But it was like a whole booth, like Guitar Hero thing. Like it was surround speakers, like it was straight
played that
everything, dude.
Yeah, we got them talk. That's the whole story. Me and Nando shredded for his birthday. Went to Dave and Buster's.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Me
we
and
played.
Nando-
You all know what you're talking.
The
yeah.
whole second card refill, Carlos. I kid you not, bro. We spent it
Yeah,
on Guitar
we
Hero,
wasted
bro.
like $80 on Guitar Hero.
Bro, this
on
dude-
songs
oh, yeah,
that-
alright.
all right, anyway, just keep going. But yeah.
So yeah, the Guitar Hero's there, and I'm like, oh my god! I remember it. Like it hits me as a kid when I was obsessed with Guitar Hero for a couple of years, and I was like, oh dude, I haven't played Guitar Hero in so long. By the end of that vacation, I spent $300. I'm not joking.
Damn.
$300, and I had my referee.
You could've bought a
because I used to do
fucking Squire
refereeing for
with that,
soccer.
bro.
You could have bought the whole Guitar Hero set.
Right.
Yeah, you could have bought the whole
right,
guitar.
right. But I
Oh,
literally was
shit.
having
And
so
the Xbox.
when I got there, I was playing on easy difficulty.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
when I left, I was an expert, and I left a
Damn.
record for close to.
That's probably why you're.
I swear to God, bro. And literally, like, and then after that, I was like, I'm buying guitar. And literally, like, I saved up, and in July, I bought my guitar. But then, and as I was waiting for the guitar, I kid you not, I like watched so many videos. Shout out to my boy Rob Chapman. I love you so much. Rob Chapman is a fucking legend. Entertains TV. If you're getting into guitar, watch it. But yeah, I watched those videos and like just like completely like had to soak up so much information about music because I knew nothing. So I'm like, there I am. I'm like, okay, now I got to go in the timeline. And I listen to all of Rolling Stones. I listen to all of Beatles.
That's
Black Sabbath and then slowly, like I only listen. I love listening to like the normal rock stuff, you know, like Guns N' Roses, Metallica, that type of shit. And then slowly, I started like not liking it as much and like starting branching out. Like right, like I'm not saying I don't like Guns N' Roses shit, but like I do, I will not listen to them just because it bores me. But like in the beginning of loving rock, that's what you love. Like that's what I fucking loved it.
This is so true, bro.
That's
like,
how my music has. And now I'll listen to like freaking Russian death rap. Yeah. Like Ice Peak. Look up Ice Peak if you want to listen to a little
you played that shit in the fucking car, and it's pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but
bro, for those of you who don't know anything about guitar, metal, like I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. But like we need to put a clip up of Santi playing guitar.
Oh my god!
Like we need because like I feel like
we have to post a snippet on. We need to post a snippet on.
I don't know anything about guitars and like.
But when you see this man play, you're like, dude. I mean, like, bro, like I'll toot your own horn for you because I know you hate toot your own horn.
You just play a beautiful. Like,
he's so humble, but bro, this man does. I mean, like it's like fucking Jesus. See, this man doesn't miss a note.
Like the first person I think I heard like play guitar was Fernando, and I was like, bro, like you play pretty good.
Yeah, I heard
like,
Jake and Nando, and I was like, damn, they're pretty good.
Nando was good, and then once I heard Santi play at my house, I was like, bro, like this man is like good as fuck.
I got lucky the first time I saw you play.
Like people will pay for 20 years and never get as close as this kid can.
I got lucky when I first saw you play, because we were at
your
house.
We were like guitar battling,
and y'all were into it. Y'all playing Arctic Monkeys. Like when you were playing my favorite song that I like to hear, like when y'all play. You know what I mean? And you play and you were like blast this shit. I love it. And you just like, and then your part came and you soloed, and I was like, and literally in my house, I was like, yo, this long haired fuck is so good. That's back when you had long hair, and I was good. I was like, yo, this long haired skinny kid is so fucking good. Holy shit.
That was a while ago.
You were like, now you're fucking muscular.
That was like 2 years ago.
No, but like when
that
was
2 years ago.
For like the guitar player, everything he's saying is so fucking true.
Oh yeah, I bet.
No, because it's like you get into the gear, right?
Yes.
With fucking Rob Chapman and Lee, Captain Lee, and all that. So you get into the gear aspect, right? And then after that, you like get into the music aspect, and then once you like keep going, because you got to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get stagnant and you stop at like the.
That's the thing. When you have a talent, or you have something you get into, I do this with my animation. I did it with my gaming because I used to be like hardcore gaming. Like
like
I remember
me with my gaming and stuff. Like I built my own PC.
Yeah,
I built my own PC.
For all you don't know, we're all avid gamers here. We all play PC games.
We love.
Except for
I don't play a lot of PC. I play COD.
You still play video games.
I still play games like a motherfucker.
Like when I had my Xbox and stuff, bro, I'd literally just stay inside every single day playing my Xbox. When I had the PlayStation 3, the same thing.
Bro, I have a nice PC too. I just the controller. I cannot. I love the controller. I love the way it feels.
I feel you.
But go ahead.
When I was playing PC, when I first got my PC, I was like, bro, this is not for me. I'm just gonna have a PC just to do my schoolwork and stuff. Play some occasional games that I can like actually play. But one day I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm done with controller. I hated it, and I was like, I'm gonna hop on PC. Now when I
first saw Skid, I was like,
now you're nasty on the PC. Now you're nasty on PC.
I was like, this is so
like when I
fucking
play
weird,
video
bro.
games on PC, I think I'm like I usually say like I'm to myself, I'm like, bro, nah, I'm trash at this game. This game is straight doo doo. Like I don't like it. But like when I play PC games, I'm like me thinking I'm pretty good.
Yeah, no, you're pretty nasty for it.
I can't wait to like transition though, like all my other. I can't wait to play Halo on PC.
But what I was
Halo.
I am almost done with my guitar story.
That's gonna be a different grind.
Almost done with my guitar story.
Oh yeah, go on with your guitar story about like how you
So
I want to know.
I watched all these videos, right? And like I'm soaking my mind up with all this, and I don't have my guitar yet, right? So I'm basically learning how to play guitar off these videos. So I'm learning the skills. I'm looking at how he's holding it, all that. I'm like meditating on this. I'm like so obsessed, bro. I'm like I'm a kid. Like I'm obsessed with this shit. And the guitar comes, and I kid you not, dude. I sat there for 7 hours. And for people who don't know, when you're playing guitar, you need calluses because like the strings.
You don't get those
when you first start off, you don't have calluses on your fingertips, right? So you have to train your skin to be able to, deal with the steel strings and all the friction and strong. The position of your wrist, it's unnatural, right?
Yeah.
So literally, there was blood on my strings, bro. By the end of the day, my fingers were bleeding. And funny enough, the song I was trying to learn was "Raining Blood" by Slayer.
Dude,
Yeah,
that song is hard as fuck. I was about to say.
By
that
the end
song
of the
is
day, I
hard
was
as
able to
fuck.
play the riff.
Really?
The
first day you got a guitar, you play that
It was.
riff?
It wasn't.
No,
it didn't sound
you know
that
what song
good.
that is?
Freaking
Do you know what
hate
song
your
that is?
Santiago.
Dude,
I believe you can
okay,
play
bro. We should. Okay, that should be the clip that we use. A clip of you playing that song, so people understand
You're
that, like
freaking
that
fucking
song, that riff. It like that. Dude, that riff is so.
Dude, I'll
complicated.
play that riff
Was
and
that
other
your first
shit. but
fucking song you learned?
That was one of the first riffs I ever learned.
I'm weak as fuck.
That's
That
fucking
and Crazy
insane.
Train.
This kid
Crazy
is
Train.
fucking-
Crazy.
You learned Crazy
Crazy
Train?
Train
Just
is
Did you
dope
get
shit.
it good?
The main riffs.
Did you get it good though?
You could hear it, and it is Crazy Train. It is Raining Blood, but it wasn't amazing. It was the first day of ever learning guitar.
Like he still
but
got to be
though-
Crazy Train.
Still, though,
but, like,
this is the first. Want to know the first fucking song I learned? I learned fucking like Space Oddity by David Bowie. That shit's a chord song,
Dude, see,
That shit's,
but that's funny. But I didn't learn chords until a month, bro. I knew how to
explain what chords are. There's a lot of
Okay,
people that don't know
yeah,
music.
alright.
And Mike, yeah.
Oh yeah. So basically,
chords is what I fucking.
chords
do.
are the strumming stuff. You'll hear like Oasis, Wonderwall. Those are chords, right? Lead guitar are like the solos, the riffs you'll hear in rock. The things that are like that you'd imagine like
Like the like that shit. Yeah,
that's lead guitar, right? So I was obsessed with like rock and metal because I played Guitar Hero, and all I knew is that I want to play guitar because of Guitar Hero. And what did I love about Guitar Hero? The Slayer, the
It's
metal,
all
the
just riffs.
shredding.
Yeah, it's
right.
all
So
riffs,
that's
lead
all
guitar.
I had in my head. I wanted to be a metal. I was just a metalhead. So I just knew how to. I was just watching like lead stuff and soloing and metal. And then like a month later, I'm like, I can't even play a song on the radio. So if I wanted to show people songs, I don't know shit. And then like there's this app called Musician, and like I just used that to learn like the three like G, C, D.
Are you
just,
fucking
like, the main
serious?
chords. That's all. And then literally for like 3 to 6 months, all I knew were like basic named chords.
You fucking. Serious?
I didn't and bar chords.
Bro, but by the time I got to like my second month, I was already on bar chords, bro. Like I was.
Yeah,
like,
no, I didn't do bar
we
chords.
really
until
did two different paths with this whole guitar.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. I took the lead path, man. And,
I took the rhythm
and yeah,
path.
that's how. But that's my music. From Guitar Hero, I just kind of got obsessed with it, and then kind of just literally practiced so much. Like for months, I practiced like 7 hours a day. I'm not joking.
No, yeah, I mean, I know. I've heard people like at Guitar Centers, we go there a lot, and like people,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, they talk like you hear them talking to people like that aren't that good. They're like, yeah, man, like 8 hours minimum. That's what
Yeah.
it's what a
To
lot of people
get
say.
crazy good.
Yeah.
Until you
Quick.
get to like our point, because like when you get to the point where you hit the ceiling and you go through the fucking ceiling, right? Because there's ceilings to it, right?
There was one dude. I'm actually gonna shout him out. I think his name is Jacob from Guitar Center. I hope I get that right.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
the
he
guy
was,
can play Neon, right?
yeah, he was playing Neon by
Ooh,
yeah, he's
that's-
playing Neon
Yeah,
for us.
which is a hard ass song.
Yeah, it's a hard ass song, and he was. I was talking to him, and like I don't even play guitar. I was just interested, like how much he's been playing, how long he's been playing, because I know that's a hard ass song, and I don't
Yeah.
even play any guitar. And he was like, and he said that there's not a day since he's played guitar that he hasn't like practiced guitar, and he's been
Yeah.
playing for 10 years.
Mhm.
That blows my mind. And
It's-
and you know what the crazy thing to think about is that he works like I mean no offense, he has a band and everything in Spotify.
Yeah.
we throw the link on this shit. I don't care.
But yeah,
But that's
You know
kind
what
of
I
like you. Like
But it's
when
like-
you were
yeah.
playing COD and stuff, you spent like 8 hours a day
Yeah,
playing
dude,
COD, and now look how good you are.
I mean,
COD.
like, yeah, you think about how good they are, but then the crazy thing is you think, and then there's people that like out there like better than him. You know what I mean? There's people like doing
That's
like
what's crazy.
$1 million
Yeah.
shows.
This-
It's like he did that much work. You know what I mean? And he's not out here making millions and millions. I mean, I don't know. He could be,
Right.
but you know what I mean?
Here's
I'm,
the
yeah,
thing,
but I'm saying there's people out
it's
there.
just the right place, the right time. Like
Yeah,
right now,
that's what I'm
Right place,
saying.
right-
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it
That's-
just it just makes you think like the caliber of people, like of the skill people have, because you're seeing like greatness in front of you, and then you're
Yeah.
imagining there are people who are even greater and that are going around the world right now doing
Yeah.
this.
Bro,
As
and-
we speak, there are bands touring, and then like tomorrow they'll be in like Virginia.
And what
like,
I yeah, and what I what I,
like
what I
Shout out
wanted
to home.
to
Yeah.
what I wanted to get into is like talent. Like when you have a talent and you go with it. And
yeah,
you fucking,
that's the main point. I
you
agree
have
with you.
to like you get to a point where you can like show it to your friends. You know what I mean? Where you're
Mhm.
like, yeah, dude, look at this. Like I can
like you with the Rubik's cube.
I can do
Yeah,
the, yeah,
dude.
like I can do the Rubik's
It's just
Cube.
the time and the dedication.
You know what I mean? Like I can
Mhm.
show
Yeah.
people like, and it freaks people out. And it's damn, how do you do that so fast? I'm like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? I mean, to me, like even I gotta gas myself up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like build my confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking nasty. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when I look at it, there's people out there. There's the world record for the Rubik's Cube is 3.4 seconds. That's 10 times faster than my average. You know what I mean?
and you do crazy fast.
and I do it, and I blow people's minds.
Yeah,
Imagine
I think you do it fast as fuck, and there's people doing that shit in
there's
3
people
seconds.
doing the
That's
whole cube in
crazy.
3 seconds. You should see. I was showing you the video of like what it looked like,
Mhm.
and dude, Carlos was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like,
I was like, bro,
insane.
Josh, you ain't shit. anymore.
Like each,
and then I've seen that,
each
like,
move he does is so ingrained into his muscle memory. Like
you know
it's
what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
that's what I wanted to get in. Like, if you have a talent and you're gonna get to a point where you become above average, but then you have to make a decision like, do I want to be like the best in the fucking
There-
world? You know what I
there's-
mean?
that's- that's
Or
right
do I
there,
just
yeah.
want to be above average?
That right there, the
You know
best
what
in
I
the
mean?
fucking world part. That right there.
You have to have the mentality.
that right
I'm
there
going to
was
be the
like-
best in the world.
That's what makes or breaks bands right there.
That's what
That's
what makes people good at things. That's what like you with this podcast you started to tell how much of a perfectionist I am.
Yeah.
I like my
and then after
problem
that,
is-
a while was just like we're getting the fucking
my-
shit right.
Yeah,
Like, we
my
fought
problem is
this.
like I like to be I'm like I'll push myself above average, but then I get there and then I gas myself too much, and I'm like. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, oh, dude, we made it, we're cool, like we're already like above like an average, but like you know what I mean, like people need to have the drive to like be able to pursue something. You need to have that drive to be like, you know what I mean? It's like I need to be the best in the world at this. If you want to like make millions and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I figured that out through like literally any talent that I picked up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
hard part is just getting that
And
mindset.
You probably know dude, it's so hard because you get to a point where you feel like you can't progress anymore.
Exactly.
You get to a point like I feel like
Flatline.
you just you're progressing so fast and it's just like dude like day by you could see like literally day by day results and then you get to a point where it's like 2 weeks you're like dude I'm like I literally didn't I like almost went backwards like just a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's like you plateau.
You know what I mean?
plateau
You
fucking
plateau
hard.
And it just
hard.
When you
wavers
plateau,
up
you
and
plateau
down.
fucking
Here's
hard.
the thing, yeah, and then it just you go like this, and you just start and then you start going like this,
This.
and then you're like, and then you're like, okay, well, fuck it, like it's boring now. So then you start going like this, then you're like, okay, then I got it. You know what I mean? It sucks. That's the thing that sucks is you have to, you know what I mean?
Like
You're gonna plateau at anything. You're not gonna
Yeah,
progress forever.
Jesus Christ.
But
Like
when
when
you
you-
plateau, you have to. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but like
When you
like,
plateau, you gotta fucking.
you
get
have
back.
you have to push. You just
Like
have
right
to keep
now, I'm
fucking
at a
going
plateau.
every day.
Sometimes you plateau, and then like you can't get out, and sometimes you just need someone. Like for me, example, this kid right here.
Sometimes breaks are good.
This kid right here. If it
Sometimes
wasn't
breaks
for
are
you,
good.
you pulled me out of 2 plateaus already, bro. When we first
Dude, I'm
met,
plateauing right now, and
Yeah.
you're the one pulling me out of this
Really?
plateau.
Yeah,
And
if-
yes, I
when-
swear to God.
when we first met, you pulled me out, and now again, like, cause we haven't played, we haven't seen each other. Remember, because of school, like there was like couple months that we didn't see each other, because you were at school and I was
Yeah.
here, and I didn't get the chance to play because I was just like busy working and shit. During those times, I was going down. I wasn't playing for like days, weeks at a time, right? But then I saw this kid again, and it was just like, bro, like we still got it. Like
Yeah.
and then I was just like, fuck,
Yeah,
cause
for
like
some
great.
the way you pull out of plateaus is like you just take a break and you realize like you just refresh your mind.
Yeah.
And for some people that works, and for other people it's you see people who are working harder than you're like fuck no I got to you got to keep fucking going. For me for me I'm like in the middle. Like that's like I see people going harder. I'm like it stresses me. I'm like fuck, like dude, like I really just need to put in the fucking work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like
like
for me, it's my animation. I'm lazy as fuck on my animation right now. But
it's like people at the gym too. Like when they go to the gym and
Yeah,
they just
gyms
start,
are-
work-
gyms are
they just
really
start
good
working
example.
out
Gyms are
and
really
then
good example.
they just plateau for a long time and they're like, bro, I don't see anything. Like I don't see any progress. I'm done.
It's like I got in shape. Like now what? Like I don't want to
Yeah.
get shredded. But I feel like the gym. A lot of people just want to get in shape. No one wants to be a fucking world class bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Unless
guys,
you're
we're at-
like-
we're-
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We're at
Yeah.
46, so like pick one last topic for like the final 15.
All right.
Final
Yeah.
15.
I mean, we can keep going on this and just, let the conversation flow.
Just gonna flow. Got it.
Yeah, just let it flow. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but like the gym. Like I feel like people
yeah,
just want to get in
start giving
shape.
up. People
Yeah,
are
and
like,
then
fuck
that's another thing. And then people get in shape, and then they have that moment where they're like, I don't want to lose it, and then they have that moment where they're just like, fuck, I don't care. It was
Dude,
cool.
and it depends because the thing about the gym, it's like a huge thing. It's
Yeah,
about
speaking
the
of the
self,
gym,
bro.
You're good. You're a good example for this because this kid was skinny
Yeah,
as a
dude.
bone when we first
Yeah.
met. Now he's got
I'm
like
still skinny, but yeah, I got
you have
muscle.
muscle.
You're,
like,
you're
you
more
can
like
flex.
toned now. You're more like
You're
defined.
very
Yeah,
toned.
You know what I mean?
I had to work. I had to go to the gym like 4 times a week, and I had to. For a minute, I've been eating. Like I'm
Are
a
you
little
eating
bit
right?
less.
Yeah.
I'm eating
right.
like 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day.
So yeah, that's,
Damn. Yeah. No,
that's
I know
huge.
you eat a
But
lot.
it's
Really got
hard.
that
It's
dining
hard.
You eat a
though.
lot.
It's hard, and also like the place I work at, it's like it's like Hispanic food, and like it's super fresh. Like they only use the best ingredients, and they charge me half off. So it's like
Shit.
so I'm like paying the price I would for like a $4 like McDonald's meal, but
Yeah.
I'm eating like a home cooked meal with fresh local ingredients. And then like I can stock up on that and eat it, and it's so much protein and it's healthy and there's
You know-
spinach.
You know what
and
pisses me off? I'm probably gonna get proved wrong by saying this, but like when people are like, "Yeah, man, and it's the same price to eat healthy as it is to eat
It is.
like shitty."
It's-
I'm like, dude, go to you know what I mean? To
the
eat,
only
bro,
reason
like,
I'm
no way.
eating the food I am right now is because I get half off.
Otherwise, you'd be eating
Exactly.
If I were
If you
be
lost that
eating-
job, you wouldn't be toned anymore. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You'd be like, I can't afford that.
Because I'd be
shit."
paying $15 to $18 a meal.
'Cause a
That's
lot
how
of
much
that-
it costs to
'cause a lot
eat
of-
good there. It's $15 to $18.
A lot of the UFC fighters like they
I might get on your ass by the way when you start
they
with
eat
McDonald's
just
again.
straight organic.
Dude, they eat
food.
like they have like strict. I mean, I'm talking like strict diet plans, like as strict as you
Yeah.
can think of, and they have to spend money on like their nutritionists and shit like that. And for a lot of them, they say
meal
like
preps.
a lot of
all that
them,
shit.
yeah, bro. A lot of them they say like meal plans and shit like that. A lot of them, they say like it's not worth it, the money that they spend on just meal plans and eating right and everything like that, and then the money that they get back from fighting in the beginning. Now, if you're someone like Conor McGregor, like fuck that, dude. You know what I mean? It's totally worth it to eat right and then make like $100 million a fight or something stupid like that. He made $100 million on a Mayweather fight.
Yeah,
Fucking
Mayweather
insane.
made I think like
300 million.
Yeah,
300 million.
No, I think no,
Christ.
he made a little bit more. I think
That
he
It's
made
like
level- that
330
level of
if
money
I'm right.
boggles me. That level of money just
Honestly.
What do you do with that? What the fuck do you do with
what
that
would you
money?
do with $50,000?
Bro, Mayweather has this
$50,000. You know what I'd do?
change your fucking
if I
life right
50
about now.
If I had $50,000, I mean, I put it in the bank and I probably invest a little bit of it in stocks and
you
shit
would,
like
you
that.
would buy a car right
You
off the
gotta
rip.
get a car.
I would buy a shitty car. I wouldn't buy
I
a
agree
good
with
car
you.
because here's the thing.
a
I
used
haven't.
car that gets you to point A to point B.
$3,000
Yeah,
max.
I'd probably spend $3,000 on a car, and I say that, but I feel like if it happened,
Yeah.
I probably end up spending a little bit more.
You'd probably ball.
But
Like even just spending like $10,000 and you have $40,000.
Yeah,
you can
but-
invest that.
yeah,
make
but
a
then
lot
like
more.
dude, I would try to save it so I could and I'd try to invest some of it so I could get some more money so when I get out of school I could pay off my loans.
Yeah,
I
You
would
know what I
buy a
mean? Because
Porsche.
my school, I'm gonna get fucked in the butt, dude. It's gonna suck.
Dude,
Dude, I feel
you're
you,
worse
bro.
off than all of us who in school comes to school.
I
Here's
just
the
gotta
thing.
get
If I get
scholarships.
here's the thing. I got a lot of
There's no-
pressure on myself. As long as I get that job at ILM, that's
not
my dream
as
job.
long when you get the
Yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah. I
When?
mean,
It's
when-
not one.
Yeah.
If when, bro.
All right, yeah. When I get that job at ILM, bro, like I should be fine. As
Yeah.
long as you know what I mean. As long as they pay me
Yeah.
the fucking the amount they should. You know what I'm saying? Like,
$8,000 a month, like
bro, you get 96,000 starting.
yeah.
According
that's a lot of money.
to like salary research and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I did some research.
He could be
Like
like
school
more advanced, he
projects,
can make,
like what's your
what-
pathway?
I did a like I research it sometimes when I get bored. I research it a lot just to see if it goes up or down and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would research that job so many
Damn, that's
times.
stressful. I can't do that to myself.
Like you'd be making this man if he makes like if when he gets to his animation job, this man like he could be doing animations for like Marvel.
Are we gonna do this?
Yeah,
like,
no, I would
are we-
literally be doing special effects for Marvel and Star Wars.
Speaking of all that money, like, would you ever think about like what we're gonna do in the future with all the money we're gonna be making? Because like let's just be honest. So, like the four of us right now in this room, like we're like better off than like most.
I have a set
Like,
plan.
men-
for
I
it.
mean,
men-
I
state
don't
of
want to
mind-
come out and be like an
no,
asshole, but
like state of mind, wise, we're better off than most like kids at our age. Like they don't have a plan
damn,
for
bro.
the future.
Damn,
If you really
just
think
shit
about
on all of our
Yeah,
viewers like
Jesus.
that.
huh?
I think you'd be surprised. There's a lot of fuckers that are out there that are
Yeah,
really
there's
motivated. and
we've
they
met
just,
some fuckers that
let
are
me-
like, holy shit,
Let me
these
tell you
kids.
before you say that, because I want to like
Oh, you know a kid? Like you're gonna talk about a kid like that?
yeah, I mean, fucking, what do you call it? With the kid I'm making this game with, this kid has made video games that he has on Steam. His name is Nick, bro. Shout out to Nick. Nick, you're a fucking champ. I'm gonna send this shit to you. Dead ass. His birthday was, I think it was like yesterday or the day before.
I have a
I can't-
classmate too. I want to talk
I
about.
can't, I can't remember because we've been stressed as fuck. Sorry, Nick, but like, happy birthday, bro. Okay, this kid's a wizard. Like, anytime I have any animation questions, like, okay, like that kid, if he wanted to get a job at ILM, no question. Like for me, there's a little bit of a chance. Him, no question, without a doubt. You know what I mean?
Holy shit!
Like he, I wish. Okay, after this, I'm gonna. I'll be like, can you text me some animations? I'm gassing you to my friends, and he'll send you some shit. And I'll be like, yo, you ain't shit, Josh. He's like, yo, you ain't shit.
God
This,
damn.
like, there's a reason I want to work with him because he pushes me to a level where I'm like, fuck, like it stresses me out how good he is. I'm like, fuck, I need to get that good. You know what I mean?
Dude, that improvement helps so much.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it's like shit like that pushes me to another level. And I'm like, damn, all right, like that's what I need to be at. Like he knows sound, special effects, because special effects and like animation are two different things. He knows how to make like, sparks fly and shit like that. He knows how to do sound. It's fucking dope as shit. But yeah, no, he's one of those kids that like, I feel like there's a lot of people out there like you don't know, you
There's a
you don't
lot
know
of
about it,
kids.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to name any names, but there's a lot of kids here in Johns Creek that act dumb, but they're fucking smart.
I know, yeah.
as
I mean,
hell.
I'm not gonna like get people. I'm not gonna like say names or anything. But like Nick, I mean, like, bro, I fuck with that kid, dog. Like he is, and he's cool. He's cool as shit too. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all don't know Nick. You know what I mean? Like, because you just guys don't talk to him. I feel there's a lot of people that people don't like. Y'all don't talk to. You don't know. There's the kid in the back of your class. What do you call it? My uncle. My dad's brother was in the same class as Kevin Garnett in 3rd grade.
Oh really?
Holy shit.
Dead ass. You know what I mean? Who would have thought that Kevin, you know what I mean, would have fucking played for the fucking Celtics and makes like, you know what I mean, tens of millions a year
Yeah.
for the fucking Celtics. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, what the shit? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Go ahead.
Bro, I'm like faded, bro. So it's like I'm just like.
Dude, I'm a little bit.
I was like, bro, that man's been like, he's been wanting to say something for the past 30 seconds. He's like,
talk about Joe.
Oh, fucking Joe. My
Go
man,
ahead,
Joe.
yeah.
Joe Miller. If you're watching this, bro, we had English class Dilworth junior year, bro.
Oh, Joe's dope. I love Joe.
Okay, for those that don't
He
know,
follows the podcast.
Joe does follow.
He follows the podcast. Shout out to Joe.
You, bro.
Shout out
You're
to Joe.
Fucking inspiration.
Shout out to Joe.
Me and T talked about you today when I went to go see her today. That this man bought a fucking house.
What?
Bought a
Yo,
fucking,
Joe, congratulations,
he is my
dog.
age, bro.
Congratulations.
He bought a house with his girl.
Congratulations,
Big
Joe.
ass house too. Not no little shit.
Isn't it on it's in here in Johns Creek, right?
It's some.
I think I've seen it.
I don't know, but like you know who Joe Miller is.
Yeah.
He's fucking.
And I like
he
Joe.
owns his cars,
Yeah.
right? Owns his cars.
I didn't even
He
know
owns
that.
2 cars. Bought a fucking house, and he's like my age.
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah. No, he's like
whoa.
19, 20, something
He's
like that.
19,
Yeah.
like I'm 19.
19, you bought a
That
house.
shit, bro. I don't
You know
know
what
how
I'm
he
saying?
fucking
Bro,
did it. Bro.
congratulations, dog. Not
Fucking-
dead ass.
You're a
Props to
fucking
you, bro.
inspiration to us
Dead
all,
ass.
bro. Like,
That's
dead ass,
dope
bro.
as fuck. That's dope as shit.
I like seeing people our age succeed like that, bro. That just like fucking.
It really-
gasses me
it
up,
really-
dog.
Because it shows you.
That just makes me want to like
Yeah.
go do more shit, bro. Like today,
You're just
I
like,
was
fuck, this guy's really got his life together.
okay.
Damn it.
Here's one thing. Here's one thing today,
Makes you
right?
jealous. low-key.
The Bob.
Okay.
Bob.
Well, I
texted
mean,
me,
But like, I don't.
I'm
you don't
getting
wanna-
my money. Like I'm gonna get it this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy another guitar, and then I was with D, and I was looking at D like, yo, Slick, we're like JCPenney. I should buy a mattress. Like that's like stuff like that. Like I was just like, maybe it's really time to get like way more responsible, like with shit. Like
Yeah.
Joe
Well,
was
if
out
The way I
here.
feel, it's like everybody has their own journey.
And yeah, like
Yeah,
Joe,
and
but
what I
like
was- what I-
it's just like
what I wanted
like,
to
that
touch on is,
success
how,
was
is,
crazy.
I said, like, it low-key makes you jealous, but it's like, people like, oh, you shouldn't get jealous. Like,
You're,
I mean,
not jealous at all, bro. It's just like that's
it's
just
like,
impressive
it's
shit.
like,
It's like a constructive
it's-
envious.
yeah, it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, it's not like, it's not hurtful to yourself. It's just like, damn, like, you know what I mean?
bro,
Like,
you're
that's,
the
Yeah,
fucking
there's-
shit.
I
bro.
saw-
like,
I
that
saw
guy
this
got
one-
his life together. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
fuck.
Yeah, I saw this one tweet where it's like some girl tweeted out where it's like the boy who's driving his dad's Range Rover is a shithead, and the boy who's driving his old Toyota that he bought on his own is like doing
that's some
big.
other shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's crazy.
the
Yeah.
satisfaction
Yeah.
of buying your own shit, bro. It's just like
Yeah, I
so
can't wait
really
because
rough, man.
here's the thing. Once I buy my own car, I'm gonna have to toot my own horn. I love doing it.
Yeah.
I'm an
Yeah.
asshole, but I love doing it. Once I buy my own car, I would have bought my whole setup and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how
all
you
my
bought your own
technology.
setup in your own car. Cause okay, I bought my own setup. I bought all this other shit, but that though is not equal to your setup in the car. Like your setup's like $5,000.
Like when you buy a
Yeah.
car though, like okay, I got my car gifted because my
Mhm.
dad gave it to me.
Yeah.
But when I buy my first car, I'm like, bro, like this.
I bought this shit. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
This
dude.
is my biggest
I
investment.
mean, like, dude,
ever.
like, Slick, like, because I hate when people are like, they're like, you don't drive. I'm like, dog, like, don't even talk to me unless you bought your own car. If you bought your own car, you can shit on me for not driving.
Mm-hmm.
If your
Yeah.
parents gave you a car, don't talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, please, like,
Exactly.
I hate being an ass like that, but like, you don't
Yeah.
understand what it's like when your parents don't hand you everything. And
Exactly.
I'm not saying like, oh, you got everything handed to you. I'm just saying it's a lot different when your parents like, we don't use this car anymore. We've been using the same car for like 10 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like,
Yeah.
and we have one car.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know
That's
what I mean?
different.
It's kind of like my
exactly.
dad. Like my dad makes a decent amount of money
yeah.
I mean,
for what he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
And like even though I know he can pay for my phone and he can pay for my insurance and he can do all
He
that.
could
but
just
he's
blue
like,
card everything. Just be
but
like, yo,
but
fuck
he's
it.
like nah, like you want a car, you're gonna
Mhm.
pay insurance. Nah, you want a phone, you're gonna pay your own phone bill. Like
Mhm.
no, you want this, you got like my parents didn't buy a single
it
part of my
teaches you to
computer.
take pride in the shit that you actually have.
Mhm.
Because if your parents are paying for your phone bill, your parents are paying
What would
for your.
you here for
everything,
for
you
a
know what I
final
mean?
point though? Just for some words of advice to our viewers, what are the top 5 things you should invest in? Just list them, like number 5 to 1.
I
right?
mean, I don't think people are gonna really take advice from us,
I'm
but
just-
we
I'm
can
just
shoot for it. We can
Num-
shoot for it.
From-
Number one thing is you should invest when you get older is a house or properties.
property.
Yeah, y'all Slick put me on. Like I didn't realize like because I hear you talk about property a lot. Like I feel like
Property is a
I
big
feel like
one.
when you get money, a lot of the first thing you should do is property.
If I were to make
Fucking
$1
look
million
at Joe
dollars,
Miller,
if I,
The-
yeah,
the
if,
fucking-
motherfucker.
yeah, if
the
I were to make
smart-
$1 million, like right now, if
Just
someone
some
handed me
place
$1
you can
million,
call home.
I would go buy as many properties as I can with $1 million,
Here's the thing.
and I
though.
would waste the whole $1 million
Land.
on properties.
We're not getting more of that until we go to fucking Mars. So like, if you
that's true.
if you get some little plot of your land on this planet Earth, that shit's worth a dough,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
The number one
That's
thing you
true,
should
yeah.
invest though is your fucking self. Invest in your fucking self before anything else.
Yeah.
Like you as a person, making sure
right
you're
right now
correct.
I
Invest in
feel
yourself.
like a lot of people are watching us our age. Like right now, I feel like you have to be so selfish. right now with yourself. You have to be like,
You have to
bro,
invest
like,
in yourself.
Like you have to be like, no, this is my education. Whatever you get into college or whatever, you like, this is my education. I don't give a fuck.
It is the
you know
time
what I mean?
to be selfish.
Like, this is the time to be selfish. Because like, I mean,
It's
like,
fucked up to say it, but it's true.
It's
You
the
have
most
to look out
important
for
thing is
number
when you're
one.
building.
yeah,
You need the most shit for
this is
yourself.
like literally like these are the most important years of your life. You're supposed to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
It's
like,
fun because you're young.
it's
You
Like
have-
people out here going to Panama City on their spring break.
bro,
I'm
we
out
stayed here.
working.
We
like,
stayed the fuck.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
no,
we
slick,
worked.
yeah,
We
yeah,
just
we worked.
worked.
And here's the
then
thing.
did
Here's the thing
this.
about the podcast. We didn't call it at work either. We would.
No.
We woke up at like 9 a.m. and like I'm sorry we're tooting our own horns too much, but like slick. I mean, we woke up at 9 a.m. We
Every
come
day.
over here. We research stuff that we need for the mics. We for like the podcast. We research mics, cables. We go over to Guitar Center. We bought a mic and then we returned it because we were like, that's not what we're looking for. Carlos was driving around. Shout out to Carlos.
Hard
shut
shut out.
fucking car. But
This is gonna be the last point too. By the way.
yeah, and then you know what I mean? And then after that we go in and work at 5. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
go
and I
work
have
at
to
5.
close.
Yeah, you close. I closed
Fuck.
one night. I don't know if you closed.
I stayed pretty late.
Yeah,
He
no, I
said
mean, we were
it's
staying till like 11, 12, and then guess what? We were sleeping. We were waking up. And then we would come here at 9. We'd
Yeah.
chill out, do some more research, and then we started like buying shit on Amazon, and then
The last day,
the-
Thursday was the only day we didn't do anything.
Thursday was the only day we didn't really do anything.
You know-
for
you know
the
what's
podcast.
crazy, though?
Yeah,
This entire like fucking like spring break has been crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
we started off
we
strong.
made fucking moves.
We started
dog.
off strong,
Yeah.
but we went to
Power
what
move.
we do. We did import.
Yeah, this
we
is. I
started
like
off-
that. It's a power
Power
move.
move.
That
That's
is the
literally
power
how we
move.
came up with the name.
We started
Yeah.
Import Alliance. I'll wrap it up with this. We started Import Alliance,
Biggest
right?
car show in Atlanta.
Biggest car show in Atlanta. Fucking wake up at 4:00 in the morning.
Mhm.
To be out of this house at 5. Everyone picked up. Driving down there an hour, right? Ready to
Yeah.
go. Stayed there until like 1 or 2, right? Around there. Left that. Came back to Johns Creek. I was still awake. Everyone else crashed. I was still awake. I met up with this kid through a party, right?
Mhm.
Day after that, we do it all over again, and then we start the podcast journey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that
I remember
night.
because I was literally like chilling and it was a Sunday. It was Sunday on Import Alliance, and that's when you texted me and you were like, "Yo, we got mics," and you were like, we have one mic,
And with
and we
that,
showed up and we started with one mic and we had one mic and an interface, and we recorded like 10 podcasts on that, and then we were like, slick, we should just wait like 3 days on Amazon. Everyone pitches in a little bit, and it was literally it was an impulsive decision too, like to buy all this shit.
Yeah.
But I
I'm
mean,
surprised we bought all
Yeah,
this
and then like
fast.
literally, and when it came, I was like the day that it came and we got it all out, I was like, I didn't believe it until like even when we ordered it, I was like, there's no way that we get this shit recorded. There's no way that we get it all. I bet you we might get it all. Something's gonna happen, and you know what I mean, we had our complications yesterday. We're not gonna get into that,
but with that, we do have to wrap it up though. With that.
all right. One more thing I do want to talk about. It's the last thing is how we came up with the name for the Power Move podcast. I feel like that's a good thing to wrap it up. So the way that we came up with it is like we were at Frontera and we
Oh, the fucking Bears, bro. Okay,
Yeah, dude.
I'll tell the fucking story because I was
yeah, you
mad
go
as
ahead.
shit
You
that
go ahead.
fucking day.
Those fucking Bears.
Those fucking Bears, bro. Oh my god. So these fuckers, right? Like, they missed the fucking field goal, bro. Who were they fucking playing against? Some shitty
the
ass.
Eagles, I think.
The Eagles, the
I think
fucking
so. It was-
piece of
yeah, I
shit
think
Eagles,
so.
bro. They missed this fucking field goal, and like they iced the kicker, bro. And I was like, bro, that was a fucking power move, icing the kicker, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, and we
That
just
was a
and
fucking
we kept
power
we kept saying power move the whole time, and me, Nando, and Jake had these like things
And
that
then we were
say,
walking home, bro.
these sayings,
Yeah.
and the waiter was really nice and Jake tipped really well, and I think I was paying for you or something. I don't know.
Oh, it was the fucking.
Yeah, listen. Let me
Oh,
tell this
yeah,
part.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
tell this
go,
part
go,
because
go.
I feel like I tell this part. I've told this to so many people.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna try to like condense it, but so I tipped the dude $1. Like not to be an asshole. Jake
Yeah.
tipped like $6-7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, it's an $8 tip. That's pretty decent. You know what I mean? It's like $30 meal. So I don't know the percentages.
That's not bad at all.
But I thought I was like, you know, it's pretty decent. He was a
Yeah.
good guy. You know what I mean? Usually I tip low because like I'm a cheap fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
How much is the most y'all have tipped?
This right here, listen, and
Like $6.
so then fucking. So then the dude was like, so the dude got mad at me. He's like, really $1, man? And I could tell he's pissed. I was like, fuck, dude. So, you know, I'm walking in the parking lot, and Jake and Nanda didn't give a shit. But I was talking to him. I was like, no, I
Yeah,
feel
we
bad.
forgot my chain. We went back for my chain.
Yeah, we went back for my chain, and the dude was like, man, really $1? He was being a dick about it. And I was like, I was like, you know, and I didn't want. He was a really nice guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck, all right. Because he came out to give Nanda his chain as we're walking. He's like, hey, you guys forgot your chain, and he was like, you're an asshole for tipping $1. And I was like, and I felt bad because he was a really nice dude.
Yeah, he really fucking helped us out.
Where
He
was
was-
it? Where was it?
It's a Frontera.
Oh.
And so then I'm walking, and then we're walking because we had to walk home because you know we don't have a car. And we're sitting here, and I'm like, shit. Oh, I'm this close to getting a car, by the way. Just had to throw that in there. And what do you? I just had to throw that in there.
Anyway,
and so
like,
we're walking in. I'm like, dude, wouldn't it be like? I was like, what if I went and got like a 20 out of the ATM and just gave it to the dude? Like I'm sorry, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jake and Nana both go, dude, that would be such a fucking power move. You know what I mean? How they start fucking screaming and being like loud as shit in public for no fucking reason.
We're like always
Like, dude, and then and then like Nana starts pushing me. He's like, that would be a fucking power move, Siggy. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, dude. So I'm like, all right. So they gassed me into doing it. I did it. Probably dumb as shit. I didn't have to. The dude was
pointless $20.
pointless. The dude was slick an asshole to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he was nice, but then he was mean.
He was smart to you.
But,
and you fucking tipped him. I don't
That
know
means he
why.
was
I
faking
did
being
some
nice.
shit like that too.
Yeah.
But it was the dude's birthday, but I didn't tip him $1. Like everyone told, like Jose was working there, and Jose was like, "Bro, it's this dude's birthday," and he was my server, and I was like, "Okay, like cool." He's like, "Bro, you should tip good because they all share tips," and I was like, "Damn, like so if I give him a $5 tip, he's gonna get like what $1 from that."
Yeah.
So then my friend was working there too, and he's like, "Yeah, it's his birthday. You should tip good." And I was like, "Bro, all right, whatever." My meal was like $20, and I was like, I checked my bank account, and I was like, "All right, fuck it, $50 as a tip."
Damn.
Are you fucking dead ass?
Carlos, you motherfucker.
Wow.
I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and just give this man $50.
See that right there is a fucking power move. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
And with that, I'm gonna outro.
dude. So like
I'm gonna
literally.
outro us out. I'm gonna outro us out. So
All right.
I've been your host, Father Fern, on this Power Move podcast. I've been with,
Santiago Cabeza.
Carlos Metzkin.
Swishy-licious. Swishy up.
and with that, I'll close this out. We'll see you next time.